inspired.
As am I.
Well, so we're doing a little bit different video for this channel, but outside viewers to this channel, enjoy this video, alright? So, we just attended True Falls Film Festival in Columbia, Missouri. It's a documentary-based film festival. A lot of international directors come and preview their films here, and it was a really great time. First time in a film festival, and we had the pleasure of seeing this wonderful movie that we're about to review, entitled Life
Animated.
Apparently, it's a comma between
Life, comma, animated.
And it was a beautiful, beautiful, great movie.
Beautiful, beautiful
film. It was directed by Roger Ross Williams, and
it's a genius.
It's actually a book that Ron Suskind actually wrote, kind of based upon his life's experience with his son. So with that said, we'll actually get into the premise of the movie without, I mean, it's a documentary so you can't really spoil it, but we're just going to give you kind of a general synopsis and our thoughts on the movie. The lovely Erica will start off with her thoughts.
Well, just for some general background information, Life Animated is essentially a story about a young boy named Owen Suskind who lives with autism. Essentially, we're introduced to Owen in present day, which he's 23 when the movie is filmed, and he takes us through his struggle with autism and his triumphs with autism, and all of that in relation to his passion for Disney animated movies, hence the title, Life Animated. There's also a beautiful blend of animation inside every scene of this documentary, which adds to the title as well.
A lot of the animation that's actually blended into the film is a short story that Owen actually wrote, entitled, you'll figure it out, but I liked how they took different parts or chapters from that short story and integrated it into the documentary at different times, because it's basically it went from, like, you know, the beginning story of Owen and his family, kind of the start of the story that he made, and integrated throughout the whole film, which I was very nice. And the art in the short story that they adapted to this film was actually very nice. It was kind of like an abstract, if you will, painting, drawing, animation. It was very beautifully shot and animated. That was really a great part of the film. And I liked it. Kind of showed me into the life of someone with autism. I really didn't know how independent some are. Owen actually is living on his own right now, own apartment, and, you know, doing his daily tasks. He has his own job, and I think it's really good for an insight on autistic life. Also,
and capabilities.
Capabilities and what they can do. Because, you know, they're normal human beings, and it was just a really beautiful story. Owen, he's a really likable guy. Whenever he gets another girlfriend, I'm sure that's going to be a hell of a catch.
I volunteer. He's sweet.
He is. He's sweet. He's funny. Really bright guy. And it was just a beautiful movie. The director did a really great job. Actually, during our showing, the director came out at the end and he got a standing ovation, and it was a beautiful moment. And when he came out in the beginning of the movie, he was like, Columbia, Missouri. This is like one of the best experiences I've had, you know, as far as his filmmaking career, is presenting it at True Falls Film Festival. He seemed to really like the festival. And it was a, you know, really great time, great energy in this film. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. What was your favorite part?
Oh.
Or not necessarily your favorite part, but your favorite aspect of
Like I'll say, I think my favorite aspect is seeing his relationship with the animated films and how he used it to communicate, how he uses it to teach, how he uses it to conquer autism, and also this creation of this short story that he made as a kid and the drawings that he did. I thought that was just fascinating. Can you answer that question as well?
I would say that my favorite part was the familial aspect of the creation of the documentary, which goes back to the original book, Life Animated, written by Ron Suskind. He is Owen's father, and so basically hearing his perspective and Owen's mother's perspective and his brother's perspective and just the people near him on his story really was interesting. I liked getting those different perspectives on the story because it is a huge part of growing up with autism is what is put on the people around you. And so I liked seeing that, and I liked seeing the lows and hearing about the lows and the highs and all of the good and the bad.
And a lot of you may think documentaries are boring, but this is not the case with this film. I love documentaries, but a lot of people are like, why would I watch a documentary? But exactly, you learn a lot. They're very educational, but this one is like a beautiful story. You should definitely check it out when it comes to a theater near you. Just you can go to their website. They'll give you more information on where it's going to be released near you. We got to see it at a film festival. It was great. It actually premiered at SunDance Film Festival, and I think it won a couple awards. I mean, it was great. I'd give it all the awards if I could have that power. But definitely a great film. I'd see it again if it, like, you know, when it releases at theater, you know, to give it that box office monies, you feel me? But great film, Life Animated. Please check it out. Anything else you have to say?
It's a fantastic documentary.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Well, that concludes the movie review of Life Animated. I keep messing up.
Life Animated.
Exactly. My life is very much animated. Alright, y'all.
He wishes. Oh, okay.
He wishes what?
Your life's not animated.
Yee!
Oh my god.
Peace.